Welcome back. This is Tyler Hill on the Retire with Freedom show, the show that helps you get the retirement that you want. And I am joined here today with my parents and the co-founders of Freedom Financial Group, Tad and Toni Hill. And in this segment, what we're going to be talking about is making financial decisions. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of decisions that need to be made when you're nearing retirement that are going to impact you and your family. So what are y'all's thoughts on the decisions that need to be made? Kind of what we've seen.
I mean, really, there are a lot of them that are very common, mm-hmm. right? How much longer does someone need to work? Mm-hmm. And now I'm just going to talk directly to you, our audience. So how much longer do you need to work? Are there ways to reduce your tax burden? Because chances mm-hmm. are very high that most of your savings are in tax-deferred accounts in your 401k or IRAs. Mm-hmm. And so what that means is you don't own all that money. Mm-hmm. The government owns a large chunk of it. And so you've got to deal with the fact that what they've told you all this time is, well, save the money in a tax-deferred way because you can reduce your taxes while you're working and your tax bracket is higher. And then when you retire, you'll be in a lower tax bracket. What they don't tell you is when you retire, if you've got all or most of your money in a tax deferred account, every time you take that money out, that's generating income. Mm-hmm. If you've got Social Security and a pension or other sources of income, then you may or may not be in a lower tax bracket in retirement. So, and a lot of times, Tyler, people don't even recognize that that's something that needs to be dealt with. So questions like, how much longer do you need to work? Is there a way to reduce your tax burden? How are you actually going to get certainty around your mm-hmm. income plan? Because when you're working and you've got a job, and as long as you're willing to work and somebody's willing to pay you, mm-hmm. that paycheck is your certainty on how to pay the bills. But when you retire, you've got all the money you're ever going to have.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to inherit a bunch. And neither Toni nor I are in a position where we're going to inherit any money. And most of the people that we meet with, Toni, are not in a position where they're going to inherit money. So chances are you've got all the money you're ever going to have. How do you make sure it's going to last? What do you do about your pension? Should you pay your house off? Is it okay to travel? Take that train trip through Canada that we talked about in the last segment. Is it okay to do these things? I mean, and then your circumstances are going to dictate a lot of the other questions.
Yeah.
I'll say this, and we talk about this in the course that we do. The quality of the solution you're going to come to in any problem-solving mm-hmm. exercise is determined by the quality of the questions you ask. And so retirement planning is just one big problem-solving exercise. Mm-hmm. You've got mm-hmm. a finite amount of money. Mm-hmm. You have to make that money last, and you want to be able to spend with confidence so that you can spend money and enjoy it without being terrified you're going to run out of money.
You don't get a do-over.
Yeah, you get one chance to plan it. It's got to be right. You can't afford to get it wrong.
Yep.
You've probably never done it before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that's our entire process, our course, the book that I wrote, all of those things, the visits that we do, everything that we do, guys, is designed to help you answer these questions.
And one of the biggest financial decisions that you're going to be having to figure out, if you haven't already, is exactly how much can you be spending in retirement. Because that's a big piece of making sure you don't run out of money in the plan works, is exactly nailing down how much can you be spending. And a lot of times what you're doing is sustainable as long as we get a plan in place around it. Mm-hmm. But I'll say this, from my experience, from our experience here, you don't know what you are actually spending. You're on average, the people we sit down with, if they tell us, okay, I need X a month in retirement, they're normally off by a third. They're off by 30%.
That's on average.
That's just an average.
I've seen it. These people are spending double the amount, and we actually talk about,
which isn't necessarily a problem.
No, but let's just know it. But if you don't know, it's a problem.
But the problem is if we build a plan around you spending $72,000 a year and it's $96,000 a year.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we would have made different decisions had we known you were spending 96.
Yeah, let me say this too. A really good plan. You get a great plan in place, And there is not just some certainty in there, like we know it's going to happen, but there's a lot of flexibility.
Should be.
Yeah.
There should,
But we can't say,
Okay.
we have to be careful about making statements that are absolutes.
If it's done well.
So for you, our listener,
there's a lot of
we
flexibility.
actually have securities licenses, which a lot of media personalities do not, so they can say whatever they want. So we have to be very careful
You're
about making promises that we can't
You're right.
guarantee that we're going to do. So what a good plan should do,
That's right.
and hopefully all of ours do these things.
Yeah.
That certainly is our process, what it's designed to do, and I think we are typically able to accomplish that. Go ahead, Toni.
But what I was saying is, if you are in a situation where you're really trying to figure out, hey, exactly how much am I spending? That is something that we talk about in the class that we teach.
Well, that you can nail down. I mean, that's just black and white.
Well, yes.
How much money went out the door?
But
how much do you think went out the door, not what was your credit card bill, how much actually went out the door.
Yeah.
And we do have an in-depth analysis that we guide families through in order to nail that down. Because I will say, even analytical people, engineers, people that have Quicken reports, spreadsheets, budgets, that's all great and dandy, but a lot of times it's not accurate.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
And so,
but ours is fast and easy.
Yeah.
It's not inaccurate.
In the course that we teach, we have a retirement planning course that we teach here in our office.
We've got a learning center here. We do our courses here. You know, we used to do them at Jeff State or one of the libraries, but we've got a really cool learning center, and you can come see the office and get to see us, get to know us better. And just in the course itself, I just think is really helpful for you to get your arms around retirement planning. And the way to do that, the way to get signed up for that, by the way, guys, is to give us a call or text us at 205-988-0006, 205-988-0006. I can't imagine a better use of your time than coming to one of our courses, and at the course you can decide to sign up and come in, and you'll come back to the exact same office that you were at for the course, and we will do a free analysis for you that really helps you get your head wrapped around your particular circumstances as it relates to yours and your family's retirement.
But don't procrastinate that either. Take some action of some kind.
Yeah.
Come to the course, come for a one-on-one visit. I mean, I think most of the time people procrastinate because they're afraid of what the answer might be. And so their mind goes to the fact that this may not be good news, like going to the doctor or going to get some other analysis and test done.
Like my tooth, I didn't get looked at.
Oh my gosh, you're terrible at that.
We've already talked about that once.
So let's don't procrastinate. Yeah. Don't procrastinate things, because oftentimes the news is better than you think it is. And it's better to know what's headed your way so that you can make powerful decisions.
Well, if you're going to procrastinate, then don't go to the dentist. But you definitely need to come see us. If you're going to put something off, don't put off coming to see us. Put off the dentist, put off cleaning the garage, put off all of that stuff. Don't put off your retirement plan.
Yeah.
I
don't know if that...
Actually, don't get a retirement plan in the garage, or don't go to the dentist in the garage.
No, don't do it.
If the dentist is working off his garage, don't go there.
Yeah, but we won't be the people to help you fix your teeth.
Yeah.
No.
But we will tell you if you can afford it.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, you need a dental plan.
But like you were saying, Mom, all procrastination is stemmed from you avoiding negative emotions. Honestly, when you boil it down, it's even at its very minute. I mean, not wanting to do the dishes. I mean, at least for me, I am a procrastinator. So if you were listening and this resonates with you, you're not alone. I procrastinate a lot of things, but
specifically doing the dishes.
Really, because mainly.
But that's what you've got Cole for.
Well, so
because he'll do all that stuff.
So he will, but he was actually talking about, this is actually kind of bad. So my husband was talking about how he was procrastinating doing the dishes last night, but it didn't even register on my radar. I wasn't even thinking. I didn't even have to procrastinate it. I just didn't even think about it. But I was telling him. But the reason we were actually, funny enough, we were having this conversation.
Are you procrastinating if you never think about it?
That just goes to show. God bless Cole. He does a lot of that. But
he's an advisor here, by the way.
Yeah.
Tyler's husband, Cole, is one of our retirement planning advisors.
But we were actually talking about kind of procrastination around that. And I was actually making the point that you even procrastinating doing a simple task like that is you avoiding being bored. Because, it doesn't take long. It's just you're like, I would rather do something else than do the dishes. And that is the most simple, basic thing. So when you talk about something as big and impactful as retirement planning, it's very easy for you to let those negative emotions kind of throw up some barriers. But what I've found as a procrastinator is just do it.
Take the action, yeah.
In its most simple step. So that's how I kind of come over those hurdles, and we talk about this as well as a team, is we just look for that lead domino. What is the most basic thing where you can get momentum and then you kind of take it step by step? And so when we're talking about retirement planning, the lead domino that you can take is just give us a call.
Yeah, come to one of our courses, come in for a visit. I would start at the course.
Yeah.
You hopefully are going to learn a lot of important stuff that will help you in retirement, and you get to know us. You get to see our office, which, by the way, I don't know if I said this, but our new office is killer, and we've got a learning center here, and you can decide whether you want to come in for a visit or not. But even if you don't, hopefully you're going to walk away with, and I say hopefully because I can't promise you how you're going to feel, but I will tell you, if it were me, I would come to this course because it's the only place where we can do a deep dive into income planning, investment planning, tax planning, healthcare planning, legacy planning, all the stuff that is probably on your mind.
Yeah.
So how do you tip that lead domino, Tyler? Tell them how to tip the lead domino.
You can call or text us at 205-988-0006. That's 205-988-0006. Get registered for our next upcoming course where we go through all the areas of retirement planning. You can sign up for a one-on-one visit, but like you said, just giving us a call and signing up for the course.
Take some action.
Insurance products are offered through the insurance business Freedom Financial Group. Freedom Financial Group is also an investment advisory practice that offers products and services through AE Wealth Management LLC, AEWM, a registered investment advisor. AEWM does not offer insurance products. The insurance products offered by Freedom Financial Group are not subject to investment advisor requirements. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual's situation. Freedom Financial Group is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during the show shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein provided by third parties have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by Freedom Financial Group.